Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while since I made a video. I have just been very busy in the past month, and I haven't really had enough time to make videos. Yeah, it's just a bunch of work, school, things have just been very busy. Haven't had enough time to do videos. But anyways, in this video I'm going to be telling you about something unique about myself that I think all of you should know, is that I really love old stuff. Like, I still keep certain technologies from the early 2000s. Like, for example, here is my blue iPod Shuffle that I got for Christmas. I think it was Christmas of 2012 or something. And yeah, there's a lot of good songs on this iPod. And I still listen to these little iPods to this day because of how nostalgic it is. And I kind of like to live in I really do like to live in the kind of early 2000s, like, in my mind. And I don't really want to be like a sheep and just do all the other, and just always use all the same new technology that people use today. I also, this is a silver one. This was actually my mom's old iPod, but she doesn't use it anymore, obviously. This is an iPhone 4. I'm not sure if it's a 4 or a 4S, but yeah, this was my first phone that I had. I didn't use it for calling. I just use it for listening to music and taking pictures. I would still use it for music if I had to. And another thing is, I know a lot of people don't really give a crap about VHS tapes anymore, or hardly even DVDs, because everyone just wants all the digital streaming stuff, and I get it, it's convenient. But me, I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm very pro VHS and DVD. We don't have a VHS. We don't have a VCR at home, but I still like the idea. I still think tapes have charm to them. Same with DVDs and CDs. I still like to use CDs sometimes. I still use DVDs, believe it or not. And I not just technology, but I like older a lot of stuff, other stuff. Music. Oh God, I love old music. Preferably 60s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, 80s and 70s is are probably my favorite decades. But for me, I'd probably want to say 70s is slightly better, is probably slightly cooler, I'd say. But they're all pretty good. Hell, even in the early 2000s, I think we continued to still have good music. Um, and also, I am very fond of antiques. I like looking in antique shops, and I haven't really bought anything from them, but when I see one, I do like going in. I do love going in there, and looking at all the antiques they have, and I think we do have a couple that are in this house, but yeah. This is an old retro jacket that used to be my grandpa's. I think it's probably from the 80s. Somehow I think he left it at our house, but yeah, that used to be his. You probably won't be able to see anything like this anymore. Yeah, and also cars is another thing that I like. I love old style cars. They're simple to work on. They have more charm. The only problem is it's probably harder to find parts, and and they're gas guzzlers. But yeah, and I know, yeah, so old cars, old music, old technology, old fashion, like style. Like I kind of like if I were to like okay. So basically, if I were to act from any if I pretty much I know I was born in in the early 2000s, but a lot of the times I feel like I act like I'm more from the 70s or early 80s. And I know a lot of you people are going to say, "Oh, you need to get in all the new stuff. Get with the times." Oh, you get you it well, come on. It's what I it's what I enjoy, okay? I don't need to follow what everyone else is doing. I don't I don't care about people's stupid trends these days, and I don't want to put up with the rest of today's society. Because they don't shut up about these new technologies, and they say how you should be living your life. It's just but anyways, so yeah, and to be honest, I realize that streaming stuff doesn't really have enough charm as having the actual thing, like using a DVD or a tape or an iPod or a CD. Or a cassette tape. Um, Hell, I would even buy a cassette tape used and put it in my car to start recording songs from the radio if I wanted to. And then I'd still be happy with all this old stuff. Now, I know I do have some technologies that are actually fairly new, like my computer isn't old. I just got it last year because it's kind of convenient. But I really have no problem with like there's some new technologies I think are okay. It's just that the people that are being annoying about it and say that's what you should be using is what I have a problem with. Like, I know sometimes I might use Netflix every once in a while, but I'm not really wild about that kind of stuff, you know? I'd be living my happiest life with an older car, listening to older music, and I'd be happy with just using just DVDs and I think honestly I think a little bit of streaming is okay, but I don't think. And also, do we really need to digital do we really need to digitalize everything? I don't know even what I'm talking about. I have to. Anyways, do we really need to digitalize every single thing that exists? I don't think so. And guys, those of you out there, I really don't think that. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, and I hate to break it to you, but I don't think that I don't think we can replace all the physical technology with. We can't. I don't think we'll ever go fully digital. I'm sorry, you guys who want to live a digital lifestyle, but it's probably we're still probably going to have we're probably still going to have the real thing. We're probably still going to have DVDs. We're still probably going to have, well, they don't make VHS tapes or VCRs anymore, but I think there's still going to be vinyl records, which I don't have. I know it's surprising that I don't have a record player, but I do. But I would get one if I could. Also, I would be happy if I just got a so bottom line, I I like living an old lifestyle because I don't want to be a sheep to society, and I don't want to follow any trends, and I don't want to and I just when I have my own sense, when I have my own like taste and stuff and older stuff, that means it just gives me a break, and it's just less overwhelming for me. And I don't feel like I'm missing out. Anyways, yeah, I never would be the kind of guy that um and again, I would not give up any kind of older technology because of how nostalgic it is, and that it'll actually do something functioning. And I think that and I think it's good. I think it's definitely okay for other people that prefer older stuff because of their style, and they don't want anything popular. And like me, I almost never engage in anything popular. Never. It's just part of my own it's just my own rule that I make in life. Never follow any trends or anything. Just I never. And also, when and again, it's not so much the newer technology itself is bad. It's the people that don't show up about it, and they're being all annoying about it, and they act and they pretty much overrate it and over glorify it. That's the thing. That's what gets annoying. They may brag about how they have all these. They may brag about that they have a Tesla, or they may brag about that they use all these other popular technologies, but oh, what are you gonna do? Probably there's not really much you can do about today's society that doesn't shut up. But yeah, but people, any of you who want to live an who want to live an older life, and they like any of you who are old school like me, if you're old school and you pretty much approve of any old school anything, and that's how you want to live, I approve. And you don't need to feel alone because I'm like that too. And I'm sure you don't want to be like sheep and just follow what everyone else does. And also, another thing is, I forgot to mention, I love going thrift shopping. I find all sorts of cool stuff at the thrift store. Vintage, they have a lot of vintage items, a lot of vintage stuff there, and I found a lot of cool stuff when I was over at those places. And then other people, pretty much, there's people that just want everything brand new. Like, if they want to get rid of something, they throw it away and get brand new every time, even if it's got a little bit of uh like, for example, there's people out there that just want the finest of everything, and they always want something brand new, but if it's just a little dinged up, they have to throw it away and get it brand new again. Wasteful, right? Well, I know this has been this wasn't so much going to be a rant, but this was so much going to be how how old school I am. I'm not like full on old school. I'm not Amish. Like, I don't use any electricity or anything. I'm just kind of, when it comes to technology, I kind of like to keep it um, m- moderate, or kind of, yeah, I don't want to go too fully digital. Like, I don't feel like we need to digitalize everything. But anyways, this was a video to tell you how much I love old style stuff. And I hope you like this video, and I apologize for not making any videos last month. I would have loved to, but I couldn't. So that's it for today's video. Good night.